Michael J. Fox has long been admired for his quick wit, youthful energy, and unforgettable performances. From beloved sitcoms to blockbuster films, he once seemed unstoppable. But behind the laughter and bright lights stood a man quietly facing one of life's most difficult diagnoses. Now, in his 60s, Fox's journey has entered a deeply reflective chapter, with family often by his side and fans wondering what life truly looks like for him today. His story is not simply about illness. It is about resilience, accountability, purpose, and love. Childhood in constant motion. Michael Andrew Fox was born on June 9, 1961, in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. His father served in the Royal Canadian Corps of Signals, which meant frequent relocations. By his early teens, he had already lived in 5 cities across Canada. Each move meant new classrooms, new friendships, and the challenge of fitting in all over again. For a young boy, that instability could have been overwhelming. Instead, it became training. He learned how to read a room quickly, how to adapt, and most importantly, how to use humour as a bridge toward belonging. Humour as survival. In every new school, Michael discovered that laughter created connection. A well-timed joke could ease tension and open doors to friendship. Humour wasn't about attention, it was about security. If he could make others feel comfortable, he could feel steady too. Adaptability and quick thinking became part of his personality. These traits would later define his acting career, but they were first forged in hallways and playgrounds. What seemed like a restless childhood quietly built the emotional tools he would one day rely on when life delivered unimaginable challenges. A dream on ice. When his family settled in Burnaby, British Columbia, Michael embraced hockey with passion. Like many Canadian boys, he imagined a professional future on the ice. He played fiercely, believing dedication would be enough. But as adolescence unfolded, reality intervened. He stopped growing at 5 feet 4 inches, and the physical demands of professional hockey became unrealistic. Letting go of that dream was painful. It felt like losing the first version of himself he had imagined. Yet, in that loss lay an unexpected redirection towards something even greater. Discovering the stage. With hockey behind him, Michael explored new outlets. Music came first, particularly guitar. Then, almost by accident, he enrolled in a high school drama class. Acting felt natural. The timing he used for jokes translated perfectly into delivering dialogue. His adaptability became confidence on stage. For the first time, he saw a path that combined creativity with possibility. Determined to pursue it, he left school at 18 and moved to Los Angeles, chasing opportunity with little money but enormous drive. Rising through Hollywood. Early roles in projects like Midnight Madness and Class of 1984 showcased his talent, but true fame arrived with family ties. Cast as Alex P. Keaton, Fox quickly became the heart of the series. Though network executives initially doubted his leading man appeal, audiences disagreed. His sharp delivery and charm transformed the character into a cultural phenomenon. Years later, after proving his critics wrong, he famously gifted a lunchbox to a former doubter, a playful reminder of perseverance. Becoming Marty McFly. The defining leap came with Back to the Future. Director Robert Zemeckis had wanted Fox from the start, but scheduling conflicts delayed his casting. Once secured, Fox filmed the movie at night while shooting Family Ties during the day. Sleep became rare. Exhaustion was constant. Yet the gamble paid off. Back to the Future became a global sensation, and Fox became one of the most recognizable faces of the 1980s. Fame had arrived fully, and so had relentless pressure. The diagnosis, that changed everything. In 1991, at just 29 years old, Fox noticed a tremor in his finger. Soon after, doctors delivered devastating news. He had Parkinson's disease, the progressive neurological disorder typically associated with older adults would gradually impair his movement. The diagnosis felt surreal. He was at the peak of his career, newly married to Tracy Pollan and building a future. Suddenly, that future looked uncertain. Fear, grief, and disbelief followed. Yet he continued working, determined not to let the disease define him publicly. 7 years in silence. For 7 years, Fox kept his diagnosis private. He managed tremors with carefully timed medication, scheduling doses around filming. Outwardly, he remained energetic and funny. Privately, anxiety grew. Living a double life was exhausting. He feared that revealing the truth would end his career. The secrecy weighed heavily on him. An emotional strain mounted. During this time, he began leaning on alcohol to escape the reality he wasn't ready to face. What started as avoidance slowly became a dangerous pattern, confronting alcohol and fear. Fox later admitted that drinking became his method of denial. One night in 1992, he passed out on the couch after heavy drinking. Instead of anger, Tracy met him with calm disappointment and a piercing question. "Is this who you want to be?" The moment forced clarity. He realized Parkinson's was not his choice, but how he responded was. The next day, he chose sobriety. Therapy followed. Instead of running from fear, he began confronting it. That decision reshaped his life more than any film role ever could. Going public and finding purpose. In 1998, Fox publicly revealed his Parkinson's diagnosis. The announcement shocked fans but freed him from secrecy. Shortly afterward, he launched the Michael J. Fox Foundation. Unlike many celebrity charities, this organization focused intensely on accelerating research and funding treatment advancements. Advocacy gave Fox renewed direction. Rather than asking what the disease had taken, he focused on what he could give. Purpose began replacing despair. His voice became a rallying force for patients and scientists worldwide. Living with Parkinson's affects dopamine production, disrupting movement and speech. Fox relies on strict medication schedules to function. When medicine works, mobility returns. When it fades, stiffness and tremors intensify. In 1998, he underwent a thalamotomy, a delicate brain surgery, to reduce severe tremors. Though not a cure, it provided relief. In his memoir, No Time Like the Future, he wrote that without medication, he would be frozen and mute. His transparency educates millions about the complexity and unpredictability of the disease, stepping away from acting. By 2000, Fox left Spin City to focus on health and advocacy. Though he later appeared in shows like The Good Wife, memory challenges and vocal strain made acting increasingly difficult. By 2019, he stepped back permanently. The decision was bittersweet. Acting had shaped his identity, but he refused to perform below his own standards. Retirement did not signal defeat. It marked acceptance. His legacy was already secure. Controversy and composure. In 2006, Fox appeared in a political advertisement supporting stem cell research. His visible symptoms prompted criticism from radio host Rush Limbaugh, who accused him of exaggeration. Fox responded calmly, explaining that medication side effects can cause involuntary movements called dyskinesia. His measured reply transformed controversy into education. Millions learned that Parkinson's treatment involves delicate balance. The moment reinforced his dignity and commitment to truth, even under harsh scrutiny. Family as foundation. At the center of everything stands Tracy and their 4 children, Sam, twins Aquina and Schuyler, and Esme. They have witnessed red carpets and hospital visits alike. Fox often credits his family as his lifeline. Humour remains central in their household. Open conversations and mutual support sustain them. Parkinson's may shape daily routines, but it does not define their love. Tracy's steady strength anchors him, proving that partnership is not about avoiding hardship, but enduring it together. Conclusion: courage beyond fame. Michael J. Fox's story extends far beyond Hollywood success. It is a story of confronting fear, choosing sobriety, embracing vulnerability, and transforming illness into advocacy. Parkinson's has altered his body, but not his spirit. Through transparency, humour, and relentless dedication to research, he has given hope to millions. At 64, surrounded by family and purpose, he stands not as a tragic figure, but as a testament to resilience. His life reminds us that while we cannot control every diagnosis, we can choose courage in how we live with it.